This whole Berserker thing has been a stroke of genius for my man Keanu Reeves, and honestly gives me hope in this whole entertainment war, because I'm not somebody who's trying to get one of these big mega corporations to do as I say. I don't believe that's going to happen. I don't believe they give a fuck. So that's not my goal. My goal is to encourage and push for an alternative. So there's an upcoming live action film adaptation of Keanu Reeves' Berserker. What Keanu Reeves did was genius. He used his own celebrity to make sure he had his own property. He got with some comic book writers. He created probably the biggest non-Marvel book, non-DC book, either that or Spawn, the past couple years. And he's now got it positioned to be a live action film series or live action film all within, 18 months, probably less than that, maybe a year. It's pretty brilliant. And it's the template for how we get good material. Now, this is still going through Netflix. He's still a celebrity. He uses celebrity to do it. But we know the Rippaverse is coming. Shout out to Young Ripper. We know what your boy Zach has done. We know what EVS has done. And I'm gonna shout out Sweetcast. Not only because he's doing big things, he's doing stuff with Alternative Comics, but that's where I started. I was a mod for Sweetcast well over a year ago, and there's other comics like that. We got my man doing this Goofanoid, Fizz Chozo. This is the path out of wokeness. If we can create our own material, whether it's a Space Crime Domino by Kai MFS, no matter what it is, no matter what live action form of media or form of entertainment we're going to get, if we're going to get good stuff, it has to be done independently. So I think this is the path, what Berserker did. And granted, they probably had some of this stuff already lined up. Keanu Reeves is a big star. He probably had it lined up. And as Berserker hit certain success metrics, things got greenlit. I'm sure that's how it went. But it shows this is the path to getting good entertainment, because it's not going to happen from the mainstream. Let's read a little bit of this article, and then we got other stuff to cover. Batman co-writer Mattson Tomlin has just been hired to pen the screenplay of Netflix's upcoming live-action adaptation of Keanu Reeves' Berserker comic book series. Reeves himself made the announcement during an interview with Collider, when he seemed quite driven by the production's little by little movement forward. I would say further than little by little. It's only been a year and a half since this thing existed. Working on trying to set up a company with the animation, and also it's going to be animated. I thought you said live action. Yeah, it says live action here. I'm not sure. Maybe they're doing both. We're working on trying to set up a company with the animation. We just had a writer for the film, so they're doing both. Okay, it looks like. Says the Matrix actor, he's been cool, just starting to put things together. That's where we're at. The 12-issue series from Reeves, co-writer Matt Kent, and artist Ron Garney and Boom Studios is also getting an animated series, which Reeves briefly touched on and described the story not totally bogged down by continuity. Working on Netflix, who have been very cool. They're going to let us do an R-rated story, which is cool. My ambition or hope is not to do a film version of the comic book, so they'll have things in common. It's definitely the main character in this kind of rule set, but we can take it to other places as well. I continue. We're talking about a couple different animation companies, trying to figure that out. And again, I'm hoping to be inspired and influenced. There's some rules to the story, but I want other creators to do their vision or do their version of it. Reeves then added, in some, he's hoping to do a different version of a metaverse, in a sense, having different storytellers with one set of rules to go places within. Berserker Comics is about a mysterious immortal named B, who's half god, half human, prone and cursed to suffer violent, insane outbursts. He may have found solace and purpose in carrying out the dirty deeds for the U.S. government, as they promised him the one thing he truly desires, the secret to his existence and how to put an end to it. First 4 issues are out in graphic novel form. The film version is in NASA stages with a few to go on. Again, this was a brilliant thing, him even putting this together, because it's something most actors don't do. It keeps him in control of the properties he's in and gives him a property to own. And this is the template for us. It's going to be a lot harder for us because we're not Keanu Reeves. It's still the template for us to making good material. So that's that for this story. I think this is interesting. And again, my relevance, I have not read Berserker yet. I have not checked it out. But just the way he was able to line this up It's the template for us getting new material.